And hello and welcome to the bunker, everybody. Another Thursday night. Thanks for coming. We have a solo artist tonight, Jack the Acquaintance. He's got a couple recent releases and he has some old releases, and he's got a very interesting show tonight. The sound check sounded great. He'll tell you all about it tonight. Tonight we have cameras. We have Max Williams. Say hello, Max. No, there you go. Well, Max can wave somewhere. And tonight you will have the opportunity to leave tips with Venmo. So there's a link in the YouTube description where if you're on a computer, you can click. It'll take you right to it. If you're on a phone, log in Venmo and leave at a tip. You'll have more options to do that later. Don't worry about doing it now, but if you cut out early, leave them a tip on the way. Thanks again for coming tonight, and here is Jack the Acquaintance. What are you going to do for us tonight, Jack?
All right, I've got 6 songs from an album that I've been working on. I'm hoping to have it released in August, so I'll be playing those 6 songs, and then I've got a couple songs outside of that.
Marvelous. It is all your show. Have a great night.
All right. Thanks. All right. Thanks for everybody for tuning in. So this first song is called Robin's Song. Forget those green lunch boxes. Brought them back and said, let's be friends. We made comic books, the star heroes. Found our dreams together. You were in the prime of my life, at the center of it all. I never said goodbye, I'll never say goodbye. You were there for it all. Helped you with films, you helped me with songs. We were in the zone, we were vibe. No one knows me like you, no one's coming close. No one in the world. You were in the prime of my life, at the center of it all. I never said goodbye, I'll never say goodbye. You were there for it all. Go along with me, I'll go along with you. Go along with me, I'll go along with you. You were in the prime of my life, at the center of it all. I I never said goodbye, I'll never say goodbye. You were there for it all. You were in the prime of my life, at the center of it all. I never said goodbye, I'll never say goodbye. You were there for it all. You and me, man. All right, so that was Robin's song. So that's going to be track number 4 on my album. That's about my best friend growing up in like elementary school and high school. He was a big like impact on my life as far as art and growing up with someone bouncing off like creative influences. And so yeah, I just wanted something to like remember that. So I mentioned I'm doing 6 songs from the album. The album's actually going to be 9 songs, but I'm going to play 6 tonight. So this next one is called I Killed Rock and Roll. It's actually in the name of the album. And it's about like accepting our flaws and forgiveness and like understanding that we all like hurt each other, but we all like, it's we all have to be okay with each other. So here we go. This is I Killed Rock and Roll. I killed rock and roll for my ex. My ex killed a bit of me. I killed rock and roll for my ex. My ex killed a bit of me. Yeah, it's alright, she was into me. Yeah, it's alright, I was into her. Yeah, it's alright, we were in love. No, no. It's not rock and roll's fault. 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 I killed rock and roll for my friends. My friends killed a bit of me. I killed rock and roll for my friends. My friends killed a bit of me. Yeah, it's alright, they like to chill with me. Yeah, it's alright, like to chill with them. Yeah, it's alright, we had some good times. No. It's not rock and roll's fault. No. It's not rock and roll's fault. No. It's not rock and roll's fault. No. Oh, it's not rock and roll's fault. For myself, rock and roll killed a bit of me. I killed rock and roll for myself. Rock and roll killed a bit of me. Yeah, it's alright, give me its riffs. Yeah, it's alright, used to crank it up. Yeah, it's alright, we used to jam. No, 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 no. It's not rock and roll's fault. No, 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 no. It's not rock and roll's fault. No, 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 no. It's not rock and roll's fault. No, 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 no. It's not rock and roll's fault. It's not rock and roll's fault. Oh, it's not rock and roll's fault. It's not rock and roll's fault. Cool. So that's I Killed Rock and Roll. That is out on Spotify, so you can find a single for that, the full band arrangement. I've got Dave Kelly doing the drums on that. It was really important to me that I got Dave doing the drums on that, and he did the drums for the whole album as well. Because like when I first started going out to open mic, it took me a long while to like start talking with everyone. But I always had Dave, you know, as the host of open mic to like be supportive, and more than that, he seemed like really connected to my music too, and was always like complimenting it and always like just really into it. So I had to get him on the album and this song, and like he killed it. So definitely check it out on Spotify, and like he has a drum solo and everything on it, so it's pretty cool. I'm gonna check the chat, see what you guys are leaving for me. Cool. Thank you guys all for tuning in. The next song I'm gonna do is Optimistic. It's also on Spotify, so you can check that out as well. Thanks.
Man, Chris, you're sounding really good. We got comments. We got Grape Drink, whoever that is. Says, yeah, baby. We got Mike. We got Dina. We got...
Yeah, thank you guys.
Oh, David Kelly joined tonight. How cool is that?
All right. What's up, Dave? Cool. So, yeah, this next song is called Optimistic. I'm just going to get right into it. I want to make you smile. I like your vices on vices. I like your highs are just highs. I like there's no void. I don't want to paint you like the Mona Lisa. I want in the orchestra when you're ode to joy. Oh, I'm not naive. I believe I'm optimistic, dedicated, but I know it's out of my hands. Yeah, I know it's out of my hands. Or we can talk into the night. I could take a weekend, book a flight, but I know it's out of my hands. Oh yeah, I know. I wanna be fun. I like to have fun, but not be trying too hard. Somehow make it my own. You've got this way that I love, with all these things that I don't know. I wanna know, can you show me? I wanna be where you go. I'm not naive, I believe I'm optimistic, dedicated, but I know it's out of my hands. So yeah, I know it's out of my hands. So we can talk into the night. I could take a weekend, book a flight, but I know it's out of my hands. Oh yeah, I know. I wish I could hold you when you need help. You're so beautiful, so far away. Oh, I wanna hear all that you can tell. You know I think about you every day. You know that I love you through everything. You know that I love you just the way you are. Want you to love yourself through everything. I want you to love yourself just the way you are. just the way you are. Oh, I'm not naive, I believe. I'm optimistic, dedicated, but I know it's out of my hands. Yeah, I know it's out of my hands. Oh, I can give you all I've got, catch you falling, lift you up, but I know it's out of my hands. Oh, yeah, I know it's out of my hands. It's out of my hands. Oh, it's out of my hands. It's out of my hands. I wanna make you smile. All right, so that's Optimistic. That's also available on Spotify. That actually wasn't originally planned to be on the album. I actually wrote that song maybe like a half a year or like a year after I had already started recording the album. And it's just it was a song for a girl that I'd been friends with for a while that I had a lot of feelings for. So it was just a good way for me to get those feelings out. And I just like how the song came out. And she was okay with me recording it and getting it on the album. So I'm really happy with how it came out. This next song is called Seattle. So this is one of my favorite songs to play. It's just a fun one for me to play on guitar. It was actually me trying to imitate like a ukulele, that ukulele sound. And I really like Modest Mouse's like Float On. And it's just a happy song, so I wrote it about like another friend of mine that's just been a good friend, and like I'm just happy for how her life's turning out and everything like that. So this is Seattle. This will be the first track on the album too. Here's the life out on the west coast, to a sun setting with a view. Here's the hope in hope, here's the faith in faith, to a dream and love come true. Oh, we'll keep in touch as we do, our hellos and miss you twos. I'll see you again in Seattle, I'll catch a flight out of O'Hare. I'll see you again in Seattle, I'll make some time to make it out there. Oh, I hope it's home in your apartment, I hope that work is working for you. It's another start for your head and your heart, it's as promised as you are true. As we walk along our Great Lake, oh, I'll think of you by Elliott Bay. I'll see you again in Seattle, I'll catch a flight out of O'Hare. I'll see you again in Seattle, I'll make some time to make it out there. I've been thankful, I've been grateful for the friend I've had in you. So you go on and you go on, oh, to keep what's fulfilling you. I'll be back here in Aurora, oh, living what was once tomorrow. Never got that far playing my guitar, but I don't mind the burbs in Chicago. Oh, we'll keep in touch as we do. Oh, you know I'll be missing you. I'll see you again in Seattle, I'll catch a flight out of O'Hare. I'll see you again in Seattle, I'll make some time to make it out there. see you again in Seattle. All right, that's Seattle. So I'm really excited how that one's coming out on the album. When I originally wrote it, I kind of had an idea like House of Gold by 21 Pilots, where they had like, it was like the ukulele, then the bass drum, and then there was some arrangement around it, but that was like the core of the song to it. But when I was writing the bass for it, I just couldn't like lay down a simple bass line that felt right. So I ended up like almost writing a whole nother song, just writing like the bass part for it, which like sparked like all these other parts, like another like piano part that was just as developed. And like I brought in a friend of mine, Katie, to do violins on it, and she like laid down 5 like violin parts for the song, and it's coming out incredible, and I can't wait to get that out.
Well, that brings up a question. Who's tracking on this album? I know you got a big group of friends and supporters and acquaintances. No pun intended.
Yeah, I've got a little bit of like everybody on it. So I'm recording it at Dr. Call Recording in Northbrook. That's where Classical Blast records their albums, and it's where Dina Bach recorded the Walk Away album. And so actually had Dina Bach just in the studio. She laid down a piano for one of my parts.
And she's here tonight. Everybody can clap.
Yeah. Woo. Yeah, and she did a great job, so I was happy to have her on it. And then actually Mike's here tonight too, and he actually helped me with some group vocals on I Killed Rock and Roll and some of the songs. So
yeah, Mike. Mm-hmm. Stand up, take a bow.
Yeah, and he did, not on the album, but he did drums for Ben's Mile. Dina also played piano on Ben's Mile too. But for the album, I also had Joe, who's my roommate. We do Brojack together, but Joe from Primal Moon. He also helped with the group vocals. So we had Katie, she did violin. We had Seamus and Claire. They came in and did harmonies for me, and they sound beautiful together. So Claire sang on Ben's Mile. So you can listen to Ben's Mile on Spotify. I'm going to be playing it after this next one. I got a couple of guys from Freakwilibrium. They're pretty cool. They're like a psychedelic funk kind of band, a lot of wah pedals, but they did group vocals with me too. Yeah, Dave Kelly was on the drums, so we have a lot of people on this project. So even though I'm a solo musician, like I can't do this alone. All right, this next song, I never thought I was going to get recorded because like there's no, I can't play it to a click. It's like very free range, and like I've never played it like 100% through because it's very much so that you hear every note. So if I scratch a note, you're going to hear it. But we just took our time in the studio, and now Craig pursued it was we just, we were recording. If I'd mess up, I'd go back and just to keep the timing that I was in and record it. So it took like, I don't know, maybe like a half hour to get like all the parts, but then we worked it all together. So we got this song done. And the whole thing was just because one of the vocalists was sick that day, and I needed so I figured out some other stuff to do in the studio. So now I've got this great track out, Childhood, or I'm going to be releasing it. I'm going to be releasing it with a re-release of Ben's Mile. And then there'll be this song I'm about to do, Childhood, and then there'll be 2 demos with it. So I'm going to get right into it. Okay, so this is my instrumental. It's called Childhood. Cool. So that's my song Childhood. So like I said, I'm going to be re-releasing it I'm going to be releasing it with a re-release of Ben Smile. And that should be coming out soon. So I know like the anniversary for Ben Smile is like mid-May or June. So I'm planning on releasing it with the anniversary date for that. So be on the lookout. You can like me or follow me on Facebook and follow me on Instagram, and I'll be posting updates about it. Thanks. So I'm actually going to do Ben Smile next. Okay, so Ben's Mile is my first single that I put out. So I wrote that about March 2018, and then I had it released in about May. I had been going to Ben's Memorial Mile, like this was my third year, and I wanted to contribute a little bit more to it. And it was when I really started getting to know everybody at open mic and started making a lot more connections with musicians and like expanding my social network. So I was getting ready to go in the studio with my album, and I thought, well, why don't I put out a single ahead of it, and then can be my way to contribute to Ben's Mile, and it can be my way of working with all these great new musicians that I met. So Claire, who's singing the vocals on it, I had met her through Ballydurls. We were in a competition, a Battle of Bands competition with Susie and 1126 Entertainment. It was to do the like after show for Blue Oyster Cult. So Claire was in it, and then we did some songs, and like we were in the finale. It was a great night. But she's just got such a wonderful voice on her. I actually just borrowed it back on the album, and she does some runs on one of my songs. And as I mentioned, she did harmonies with Seamus on it. So Claire's doing the vocals. And then I got Mike Charbonneau and Dina, who's here with me tonight. Mike did drums, and Dina did piano. And then I had Petar Kasenovic. He's no longer in the area, but he used to play for Classical Blast, and like nobody plays just cello like Petar plays cello. He's like one of the best cello players I've ever heard. So check out Classical Blast if you can. He's on he's on their first. He's on all 3 albums as of right now. So, but I know they've got some. I hear they're in the studio. So, but yeah, just the way like, he transformed the cello into like his own like kind of instrument. And then I've got Katie on it too. So Katie played violin on Ben's Mile, and it came out beautiful, and I was happy to contribute that. Ben's Memorial Mile, it usually happens about like July or August, in that range. It usually happens over the summer at Downers Grove High School. They're not sure if they're going to do it this year because of COVID, so we'll have to keep updated about that. But what Ben's Memorial Mile is for, it's for mental health awareness and suicide prevention. So it's in honor of Benjamin Lee Silver. So Ben was an athlete that, like, he was an award-winning athlete. Like, he won, like, competitions for his school, and he was just a great runner. But he was always getting injured. He would always come back from his injury every time, but eventually it caught up to him. And, like, so he couldn't run anymore, and he tried to shift his focus into school more, and, like, he came down with depression, which led to schizophrenia, and eventually to him taking his life. So his family started Ben's Memorial Mile in a way to, like, honor him and help out people with the same kind of issues or any, like, mental health issues. And, it's a great event for anybody. Mental health awareness or mental health affects everybody. So it's okay not to be okay. So without further ado, here's Ben's Mile. What's to be said in the eyes of a young man in his prime, outrunning all his twists of fate, record breaker in his time, restless with an eager soul, step by step ahead of the tick, running with a heart on fire, or we'd burn his candle to the wick. Or sometimes the path that winds and breaks up and leaves us guessing. There came the day he lost his way. There came the days that he went missing. When we're fighting just to be enough, when we're trying and we still get stuck, when we're down on luck we lean on love, when we're lost in love we bend our luck. Sometimes it breaks, oh there's gotta be a place to fall. Now Benny was a brother, and Benny was a son, a songwriter and a poet, oh an athlete and an inspiration. In his name we found a walk, in his name we found a run, or to make the time to have the talk, or to help out others in their harm. Oh, there's gotta be a place to fall. There must be more that we can get, a guiding light to shine through it all. There's gotta be a life to live when we're fighting just to be enough, when we're trying and we still get stuck, when we're down on luck we lean on love, when we're lost in love we bend our luck. Or sometimes it breaks, oh there's gotta be a place to fall. When we're fighting just to be enough, when we're trying and we still get stuck, when we're down on luck we lean on love, when we're lost in love we bend our luck. Sometimes it breaks, oh there's gotta be a place to fall. Oh sometimes it breaks, there's gotta be a place to fall. Great. So that's Ben's Mile for Ben's Memorial Mile. You can find Ben's Memorial Mile on Facebook and on Instagram. They also have a website, so you can learn more about Ben and the organizations they work with and stuff like that. So yeah, that's on Spotify, so you can listen to it there. Thanks. This next song is called "She Was to Me." So this is gonna be the first time I actually perform this, but it's going to be on the album. It's about my first love, so it really meant, that relationship really meant a lot to me. So I wanted to write have a song that just kind of like remembered that. So yeah, without further ado, here's She Was to Me. The first time I write, the first time I found the one, the first time, the first one to be the one. I had it right before all I had right. Oh, I had it wrong. Oh, I had it all wrong. To be so selfish, so selfless, so overcome, so helpless. It was all that I could be. It was all that she could be. So beautiful, resilient, under pressure, and so alone. She was all that she could be. I was all that I could be. It was all that we could do. It was all that we knew. From the strike after the play she wrote, or where I made my plea, she was to me, my first love. Academically, she was always one to be. I would bide my time for her. She would steal some time for me. Under her shirt in the stairwell, innocence and hormonal lust. We were young and felt so real, finding love and trust. She'd sneak me in and out of her house. I don't think her parents ever found out. I hate that we had to hide. I hate that she had to hide. We kept a secret with our friends, making plans and meeting up. We'd fall asleep on the phone, making love by satellite. We'd fall asleep together, every night together. I thought of forever. I thought I could with her. She was to me, oh, true. She's fading out, oh, nearly a decade's past. Was love to be forgot? Now there's nothing left. Oh, we're further from the end. Oh, strangers aging apart. Oh, if I could see you now, like I saw you then. If for one more day you'd be in my arms. If I could remember like it was yesterday. If I could close my eyes and see your face. If I my love, when you left, I felt so wrong, so wrong. My love, when left. I felt so wrong, so wrong. Oh, the balancing of suicide, the distance in your distress, your wide red eyes, your trembling lips. We both know I'm on your arm, the blood-led veins of urgency, all the demons in my fantasies. Anxious, dependent, able, sick, contending, love and harm. My life went black after you. My world ended as I knew. Taken years to come back. No one's been closer than you. I think of all the damage done. I wonder where your heart has gone. I hope that you have found your peace. I wonder if you think of me. It was all that we could do. We were all that we knew. I really did love you. Lost in myself, I lost you. Feels like a dream. It's hard to believe. Keep you on my shoulder. As I grow older, you changed my life. I changed yours. I'm so thankful. And I'm sorry. One last time. Oh, I love you. Goodbye. Alright, so that's She Was to Me. So that's like the climax of the album. That's about, I think, the 7th track on it. And then this next song's right after it. So this next song is really the last like track on it. So I've really only got like one more session in the studio, and then the album will be all tracked in, and then half of it is already mixed and mastered. So I'm hoping to have the album out and for everybody to listen to in about August. So be on the lookout for it. Also with that last song, I'm bringing in Lindsay Joy Ward. She's going to be playing violin on that song. So you can find her on Facebook and on Instagram, but she does like, so she does music solo, but she's also in a band called the Darling Sons where she plays violin for them too. So check them out as well. All right. So this is going to be my last song for tonight. This song is called One More Hour. And it's just it's about the writing process and just how long it takes, or just everything that goes into like writing songs, and just what goes into like, well, not just for like music, but for like artists in general, just the amount of work that goes into the creative process. So thanks for everybody that tuned in tonight. It was really great to be here on The Bunker. Fletch, thank you so much for having me. It's been a...
Ask all your friends to subscribe. That's all. Say subscribe right now.
Subscribe to The Bunker. There's been so many cool artists that have come through here. Olivia Ports, Mirabelle Skipworth, Echo and Ransom. So subscribe to The Bunker because there'll be more.
Don't forget Demi.
Oh, Demi. Oh, and of course my roommate, Joe Brunker and Primal Moon.
Yep.
But yeah. All right, so this last song is called One More Hour. This also I have not performed out yet, so this is going to be my first performance of this.
Very nice.
Up in the night, in a monitor, illuminated room. Sitting, standing, pacing with ill patience and coffee. Self-assigned deadlines on my mind, cost estimated, budgets outlined, connections made, rough drafts sent, work still needing focus, attention, one more out for one more thought, just one more for my life's work, for all I've done for my dream. One more hour for it all to come together, for creation, for connection, or for meaning. My life's work, days to weeks, months to years, to a decade. Oh, my building is quiet, but my head is a city, and it's 9 to 5 with the buzzing of traffic in the construction of skyscrapers, story by story to be told. And I'm in its midnight with the lucid people, where we dream awake down surreal streets in the amber glow, ambient echoes, lovers, the wanderers, the secondhand smoke. And I'm in the pages of my journal and my monitor illuminated room. Time against time, work around work, piece by piece, again and again. Just keep people to meet, places to be, making a name. One more hour for one more thought, just one more for my life's work, for all I've done for my dream. One more hour for it all to come together, for creation, for connection, for meaning. My life's work. All right, so that's one more hour. That's my last song for tonight. That's actually going to be my next single, so I don't have a release date for it. I'm hoping maybe mid-June or July. But yeah, thanks for everybody that tuned in. So that's 6 of the songs from my album. It was really great to be here on The Bunker, so make sure you subscribe, and it felt really great to play all these songs for you.
Well, thanks, Chris. You are actually the essence of what the Bunker started to do, and that was going to be, to bring artists with original material. And I love you're very refreshing because it's from the heart, it's creative, and you just put it out there, and people appreciate that, I'm sure. And that really is what sort of started the bunker way back when. Original artists, indie artists, songs, and giving them a vehicle to express themselves. And I'm really impressed. If you haven't, follow Jack the Acquaintance on Spotify. He's got tracks he's put out for a while now. I've been following the artists that are tracking with him now, and it's going to be very exciting, in my opinion. The studio tracks take a different flavor. You're getting a sense of what they're going to look like here tonight, but I think they're really something special. Where do you want to have people go to follow you? Where's the best place? Facebook's, Instagram?
Yeah, I'm mostly on Facebook and Instagram. I don't really have anything. I do have a Bandcamp where you can get these singles as well.
Right.
But I mostly post on Facebook and Instagram.
That's outstanding. Thank you so much for coming in tonight. You also are associated with some other folks that have been here before, and I am really glad you came in here tonight. If you want to support Jack the Acquaintance, there's the tip sheet. If you have a Venmo account, which everybody does in the world, except for people like me, because I'm an old dude. But leave him a tip. That would be so cool. And thank you again so much for coming in and playing. We have coming in next week, we have The Secret Lives. I'm really looking forward to them. This band, if you haven't looked it up, look it up. They've got releases out. They do a lot of stuff, and it's like a deep hole. When you get into them, you'll find out how deep they are, and it's a very unique arrangement. Brian Allison is coming the week after. I don't have the dates, but you can find him on Facebook in the bunker and everything. You'll see him. The vocals on Brian are amazing. After that, we have Fuzz Love, which is, I listen to this music, go on Spotify. If you like prog rock that is now 30 years later, it's got trumpets on it. They're extremely sophisticated, and they got stuff coming out, and they have a brand new album out. Go check them out. Truly, before you watch the show, you'll like it. And Aaron Williams is coming up. Aaron is, he got COVID sidelined, but now he's coming back, and I'm looking forward to him. And then Brant Buckley. Brant was one of my opening guys. He was like a guinea pig way back, literally almost a year ago in May, and he's coming back. He's got new releases out. He's been written up in a couple different places, so I'm really looking forward to him. Thanks again, everybody, for coming into the bunker tonight. Thank you, Jack the Acquaintance, for doing a great From the Heart show.
Thank you.
That is so important. And so I will close with a little bit of songs from Jack the Acquaintance. And everybody take care. Have a wonderful night. Subscribe to the bunker. Please subscribe to the bunker. And take care and be well. Thanks much.